Please, for the love of God. I have a link to it, don't I? There it is. Finally. Gee whiz. Alright, let me make sure my audio is working, though, too. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. I just remembered I need to be in a party. Alright, let me try this again. Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello? Alright, perfect. Cool. Alright, so now that's up. Let me, and my voice is being shared. Let me go and do this real quick. Alright, there we go. Perfect. And we're all good to go. Fantastic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the Project 1 GT Championship. I'm Katie1997, your commentator for tonight. This time, we are racing at the Red Bull Ring in the Styrian Hills in Austria for the Austria feature and sprint race. Now, this track, as we've known before, has been notorious in Formula One. It's had various names, such as the Österreich Ring, the A1 Ring, and of course now, as it is today, the Red Bull Ring. This track is also, if I remember correct, for this game that will be featured, probably some mixed conditions somewhere mixed in there. We'll have to find out. We'll see if that happens any time in the race. But yeah, a little bit of facts about the track distance. It's 4.3 kilometers long. It's one of the shortest tracks on the Project 1 calendar, and also it consists of the fewest turns as well, of only just 10 corners. Primary overtaking spots would be turn 1, well, most likely either turn 1, turn 3, and turn 4. One thing the drivers, though, will have to keep in mind, though, is the track limits. It is very notorious for you to cop warnings for that. Now, before I go further into the race, which, by the way, this is obviously not live. This happened yesterday. This is post-commentary. So, yeah, I'm going to probably do like a two-part way for this. So this will be the feature, and then the other one will be for the sprints. As far as the incidents that happened at Seaside Dragon Trail, there was one incident that happened that was in the sprint race, and that involved Kerry in Texas. He was disqualified from the race for a tire breach in the minimum requirements. So his second race results will obviously not count. So looking at the Drivers' Championship after round 1, it is Red 1 that is leading the way on 289 points, followed by Lunacy in second with 275, Lane in third with 252, Stingray in fourth with 228. I should mention, I forgot, Red 1 won the feature and got pole, so he got the extra 10 points. And then Stingray won the second race. Prezzo is in fifth with 224, Dynamite in sixth with 204, BK in seventh with 196, Botton in eighth with 180, along with Jack, and Tim rounds it off with, actually let me make sure that I'm correct on that, 152. In the Teams Championship, it is FBR Racing, FB Racing, I should say, that it has 651 points, and Team Max Speed with 649. So yeah, they both had really good rounds, of course, in that race last week. President Engineering is in third with 588. Of course, they had a pretty strong sprint race. Kenny Motorsport in fourth with 530. 6, and Revo Satellite Racing rounding all off with 416 points. So, now that we got that out of the way, I'll go ahead and run you through the grid order before we get into the race itself. So as you can see for the feature race, on pole position is Red 1 F1. If I can get the time up real quickly. The pole time was a 1 minute 28.271. Nice BK giving me for that, by the way. He got pulled by 5.5 tenths from Lunacy, who will start in PT. I'll actually go through this way. So there's Red 1 pole, Lunacy in second. Then in third is Jack Preslin. In fourth is his brother Prezzo. So the Preslin brothers line up the second row. In fifth is Lane Everingham, followed by BK. Stingray in seventh. Tim Ant in 8th, Blocky Rex in 9th, Jammo rounds off the 10, Bothod in 11th, Roscoe Arm in 12th, Staff Turbo in 13th, and S. Severi. I never heard of this person before. Actually, let me make sure if I'm going to go through this real quickly from the reserve list from last week, if I can find that. Hopefully it's still up. Yeah, I think that was X Benedix, I think is his name. I'm sorry if I really butcher your name. I apologize. But yeah, that is the grid for tonight. Alright, so I guess with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get to bench stick. Thanks, Prezzo. Yeah, sorry, I had no idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the main race, the feature race. Alright, as we get the 5 lights to commence, we'll get started for the feature race. 27 laps around here in Austria, and we are away here at the Red Bull Ring. It looks like the car's getting through, getting away very nice. I don't know why I have that camera angle there. Lunacy, I should say, got a good start there. Getting into turn 1, takes the lead down the inside. A little bit of contact there between Red 1. I think Jack might have got compromised there a little bit there into turn 1 as they make their way up towards turn 3. Lunacy losing the position to Red 1 as Red 1 now takes the lead back thanks to the straight line speed of the GTR. Stingray looking to the inside of turn 3. Doesn't make the move stick. Jack, though, is getting a little bit swamped, it looks like, as Lane Everingham now goes through. He's up to 4th, as Jack now moves down to 5th place, loses 2 spots on the opening lap. Meanwhile, BK trying to draw alongside. He's still behind, at least for now, as the cars now make their way up towards turn 1. Prezzo, though, also getting swamped as well. He was in the second row. He's down to 8th place, now getting swamped by a couple of Porsches of Tim Ann and Blocky as they make their way up towards now turn 6. Everyone trying to get through relatively fine. The 2 Porsches are still trying alongside with the Nissan further back. Tim and Felix are side by side as they make their way towards 7 and 8. I think Felix has got the inside light covered. He's got that covered there. He's now up to 7th place. So, after the end of the first lap, it is Red 1 that leads the way and looks like by quite a hefty margin. Unfortunately, I don't have the gas because it's a replay. It looks like to me it's about 9/10, maybe nearly a second between himself and Lunacy, excuse me. Stingray third, followed by Lane, then it's Jack, then BK, then Felix. Oh, as Tim's copped a penalty there, half a second penalty. He's going to have to serve that. I think the penalty zone, if I'm correct, is on the back straight of the racetrack. Would have been a tire spill. What was going on there? That's Roscoe on that went off the track there at turn 1. A little bit of an incident that happened for him. As Bothard also got involved in something as well. He's down to last place. Deary me. Yeah, this is a 7-lap tire minimum requirement, so that once we reach the 7th lap, that's when you can change tires. Let's see, Red 1's on the soft tire. Lunacy actually is on the mediums. That's common to see from him. Stingray on 3rd is on the mediums as well. Oh, a big tank slapper there from Lane Everingham at the exit of turn 4. Meanwhile, Jack right behind as well. Lane is on the soft tire. Jack is on soft tire. Felix as well on the softs. And Tim's actually going to start. Okay, so it's not on the back straight. It's going to. Oh, I now remember. It's at the exit of turn 8. Okay, I thought it was the back straight. My bad. But anyway, yeah, Tim's going to have to serve that penalty. He has to get out of the way while he has to serve it. That is the rules in Project 1. You have to get out of the way if you have to serve a penalty. As now Blocky now goes through. He's up to 8th place because of Tim's penalty. Oh, and Jack's now got a penalty at the exit of turn 10. So now he'll have to serve that penalty once he gets to the penalty zone. Meanwhile, Lane looking to the inside of Stingray. Just doesn't even really fight that there, Stingray. Lane goes through, but he goes off the track there at the exit of turn 1. Really close camera shots, by the way, there. Oh, and I think Lane's, yep, there it is. There, penalty there for Lane. He's now got a half-second time penalty. That's another thing that's gonna, like I said, that's gonna be the thing here, is penalties. And BK as well has got a penalty. Same corner as well at turn 1. So 3 cars have got penalties to serve on this lap, unfortunately. Stingray, can he look for anything here? He's right behind Lane. Doesn't really want to fight him just yet. He'll just wait until Lane has to serve that penalty. Lane will obviously get out of the way just to serve that, like we saw with Tim a lap ago. How's everyone else doing further back? Looking like everyone's doing fine. Blocky in 8th place. Tim still hovering in 9th. Jammo doing not too bad in 10th. Roscoe in 11th, followed by Ben Sticks and then Bodhud, and unfortunately Staff Turbo. It looks like he got caught in some incidents as well. He's a little bit further back. There's the cars now serving the penalty there. Lane now drops down to 5th after that penalty. And I think BK's dropped down to about 9th place. Oh, dearie me. That was a bit of lag there from Jack. And now he gets another penalty he'll have to serve. Ouch. 2 penalties in a row for Jack Breslin. That is something that you do not want to have at all. In front though, Red One's just doing Red One things, it seems. He's out loving life, and he's probably got at least, if I have to take a rough guess, maybe about 2.5 second lead to himself in Lunacy. Through turn 3 goes the rest of the field though. And there's Jack there with the penalty, so Blocky will take that position away from him once they come up to the penalty zone. Blocky obviously won't opt to attack. Smart thing to do, just wait till the penalty zone, wait for the car to get out of the way. Oh dearie me, as Tim goes a bit squirrely. Jammer behind's got a penalty now too. He's got 1 second worth of penalties. Down the hill towards 7 and 8. Alright, so yeah, here comes the slowdown penalty for Jack. How's everyone else doing? At least a little further up. So far it seems to be the same. Jack gets out of the way, serves the penalty. Now goes Timmy. I'm sorry, no, Blocky, my bad. Moves up ahead of Jack Breslin. Up to 6th place goes the Porsche. Alright, we're moving on to lap 5 of 27 here. Still got a bit of ways to go. Up through turn 1. Here he made Lane and Stingray getting a bit squirrely there at the exit of the first corner. Oh, I think Lunacy's got a penalty now too. He'll have to serve that penalty. And he goes deep, and through goes Prezzo. He's now into 2nd. It's now an FP Racing 1-2 now, with Red One and Prezzo. Lunacy, though, is going to be losing a little bit of time and probably some positions as well. And again, he goes way too deep into turn 4. Gets a bit squirrely there. Stingray going to be hunting him down now, right behind the Subaru. Now make their way down towards 6 and 7. There's the penalty indicator. Yeah, he'll have to serve that, obviously, on this lap. Any other penalties? Not from what I can tell. A little bit of shuffling there, I guess, from the camera. Alright, there goes Lunacy serving the penalty, and now here comes Stingray to take that position away from the Subaru. Just loses only 1 spot, really. Yeah, so that's going to hurt him a little bit, but he's still within the slipstream of the Mercedes. Right now the fastest lap is occupied by Riv 1 right now with a 1:28.447. Out of turn 1. What's here? The car's really not liking turn 1. Yeah, that turn 1 around this place can be a bit tricky, I will say, in this game. Here we come up the hill. No moves yet, just everyone falling single file. Blocky looking, nope, doesn't commit. I think Jack might have bumped him there a little bit from what it looked like. Yeah, no sudden movements there, everyone's staying where they are. But Tim is looking a little interested. Lucy looked a bit interested, doesn't go for a move. Tim looking interested, but he can't commit to the move there at turn 4. Stays behind the Mercedes-Benz. Make their way through 6 and 7. No penalties there. Oh, that's a bit wide there from Lunacy. That could be trouble. I don't know if he'll get a penalty for that. I don't think he will get a penalty from what it looks like to me. I think they indicate it would have happened just immediately. So he got away with it. But not Jack. He's got another penalty. Gee whiz, you are really racking up the penalties, Jack, tonight. Or should I say last night, or whatever the case may be. Well, that's going to really be in Tim's liking, that's for sure. BK right now just hovering on a lonely 9th at the moment. As Jammer just hovering 10th. Not doing too bad in 10th place. Ben 6th and 12th with Botton. Roscoe on 11th, I just forgot to mention that. Staff Turbo in 14th. So, it seems like I failed to mention, but yeah, seems like the Kennedy cars are missing Dynamite for this race. Maybe he'll show up for the sprint, I have no idea. As Lane looks like overtakes Lunacy there at turn 3 for 4th place. Making their way down towards the turn 4. No one making any sort of moves. Oh, that's close there from Lane. Gee whiz, that's so close. Lunacy goes wide. Here comes Blocky to the inside there at turn 4. Leading into turn 5. He now gets through. The Porsche now moves into 5th. And I think someone just got a... Oh, wait. That's right. I forgot Jack's penalty was a lap ago. So anyway, Jack will have to serve that penalty. That'll give pretty much Tim the position. Through 8th they go. Yep, Jack moving to the right, gets out of the way, respectively. And no, he doesn't actually lose the position. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I thought Tim would have been closer, but I guess he wasn't close enough to get ahead of the Mercedes. So Jack keeps the position, but just loses time. And it seems like, too, Prezzo is also... I failed to mention as well, but he's definitely pulled away from this sort of group. Yeah, Stingray's just leading a long train of cars, pretty much. From him all the way down to Tim. And here comes Lane, looking inside. Can he stick? He's trying in the inside. He's got it done, and Blocky tries to go through into turn 3. Can he get through? Yes, I think he has. He's gone ahead of the Mercedes, up to 4th. Nice little driving there from Blocky. Blocky trying to cover off Stingray there. Lane trying to cover the inside into turn 3. And he's still, or turn 4, sorry. He still stays ahead. Ah, that explains it. Okay. Dynamite overslept. Alright, so we will see him for the sprint. Thanks for the note. Jesus Christ, Jack, another penalty. Why are you racking so many penalties? You're the most notorious one I've seen so far. 1.5 seconds, that's even worse than what I've seen. And Tim's got a penalty as well, so I'll have to serve that the next lap. And yeah, Jack's now dropped down to 9th place because of those penalties. Gee. How many more penalties do you need? Right, so now the positions have changed with BK now in 7th place and Tim's now up to 8th, but he'll lose that position because of his penalty. Alright, so we're on lap 9, so yeah, we've already passed the point where the drivers can now change tires, pretty much. Round turn 3 goes Lane Everingham, Blocky, and Stingray, and Lunacy. Bit squirrely there from Tim. Does he want to be interested in fighting BK into turn 4? He's in the slipstream, but I don't think he'll fight him, knowing obviously with his penalty. Yeah. We'll fight him there into turn 4. And also, it seems like the Kennedy Motorsports team, I think they also, if I remember correctly, are using the 2019 testing livery that Red Bull used. It looks really nice, by the way. I'll give BK credit for that. Alright, so now we're approaching the penalty zone, so Tim will have to get out of the way, move to the right-hand side, and yeah, let Jack through, obviously. And there you go, he has served the penalty. He's now dropped down to 9th place because of that. Yeah, Prezzo's pretty much broken away from Lane at the moment. Doesn't have to worry about him, and well, the other car that doesn't have to really worry about anything is Ridwan, who's just miles and miles ahead. Lockie's within the slipstream of Lane. Does he want to attack here into turn 3? Up the hill he goes. I don't think he'll be close enough. No, not quite. Not quite just yet for car 88. Stays behind. I know these cars, I think, are on paper are close to relative in terms of top speed. Both good handling cars as well. Here comes Blocky, closer, but not close enough. He was a bit closer than he was before, but just didn't want to go for anything just yet. This area, though, hasn't really closed up just at all in this lap. And I think Tim's made a mistake, has he? Or did he? He's alongside BK. He's up to 8th, actually, now. BK fighting on the inside. Stays in front. Oh, but Tim goes for a switchback. A nice move by Tim. Wow. Absolutely spectacular there. Good switchback there from Tim to get just ahead of BK. You don't often see moves like that happen in turn 6. That was a good move. Really good move. And a very good bit of driving. Alright, meanwhile, let's see here. Back to this little battle for 3rd. Blocky and Lane. Still close. Porsche versus Subaru. Japan versus Germany. Well, he's also got another German car, the Mercedes. Right behind. Not too far away, but obviously not in a position to do any sort of attack. And speaking of that, Blocky, yeah, not close enough there. Into turn 3. We'll have the slipstream still, heading up towards turn 4. But yeah, no, not on this occasion, just about a couple of tenths back. Yeah, just not close enough. Meanwhile, a little further back, Lucy, having a quiet 6th at the moment. Hasn't really been able to close up on Stingray on this particular occasion. Jack occupying 7th. Actually, has BK... Oh, dearie me, he's actually gone further back. Has he pitted already? Oh, he must have pitted. That's probably what happened. Right, so yeah, he's pitted from the mediums onto the soft tire. Bottas now done the same thing. He's on the soft tires as well. Alright, yeah, a few more drivers are coming in. Stingray's in, and Lunacy as well. They're going to the pits. Hey, Ferrari Pro, good to see you in the chat. Anyway, yeah, Stingray, Lunacy, and now Jammo are also into the pit lane. So they'll get off the medium tires onto the softs. So where's BK gonna come out of this whole bit of train? I don't think he'll get close to Stingray, but I think he could get close to Lunacy. Would be my best bet. Meanwhile, though, Tim, right behind Jack. Porsche versus Mercedes-Benz. Heading up towards turn 4. Doesn't close up enough to attack. Jack staying in front, at least for now. Alright. BK's coming in through turn 1. Where's Lunacy? He's out of the pits. There's BK right there. He is really close. He has closed up a lot on Lunacy on this outlap. And he's drawing alongside the straight line speed of the Subaru. Gets in front. He's now up to 10th. Oh, Lunacy gives him a little bit of a kiss there on the rear at the exit at entry point of turn 3. Alright, so Jack not paying yet. Neither does Tim. Neither does Blocky. Blue flags are out. That must be because Sap Turbo's in the pit lane. Oh no, that was for Bodot. Oh, interesting. Bodot being lapped. Gee, that's something I don't often see. Hi, Steinray. Good to see you in the chat as well. Alright, lap 13 at 27. Rev 1 right now, even though he has not had much camera time, is in the lead by a very, very healthy margin. If only I knew what the gap was, but I probably would say roughly it's about 7 or 8 seconds to Felix. Lane right now is the third, followed by Blocky and Jack, who has yet again got a penalty. Seriously, he's probably going to get a penalty award at this rate for how many times I've actually seen him rack up penalties. Well, that's going to give Tim at least an invitation to get by. How about this little battle here? BK still trying to hold off Lunacy. His goal right now is trying to close up a bit on Stingray if he can. He's maybe about 2.5 seconds, I'd say. So it's not that far. As Jack now gets out of the way, obviously, to try to let Tim through. Not really giving up, though, at turn 9. Stays in front. There you go, into 5th. Of course, has yet to make a pit stop. Lucky lost a little bit of time, it looks like, to Lane as well. Probably made a couple of mistakes, I think. As Tim also now gets a penalty. Half-second penalty there from turn 1. Probably going way too wide. Yeah, track limits around this place are quite harsh. Quite harsh. The flag still being indicated. Meanwhile, Lunacy, has he got anything lined up in store to get past BK here into the first corner? That's a tight corner, obviously, so no, obviously, into the first turn. He's still within the slipstream, but the only problem is with that BRZ is that it doesn't have the straight line speed, the straight line speed compared to the Supra. Up towards turn 3, yeah, not close on this occasion. Lucy just has to follow him, at least for now. And no leaders have pitted just yet. They're all just running on their softs as best they can. For the most part. Yeah, a lot of blue flags still being indicated there by the marshals. Yeah, Lucy still behind. Everyone's still occupying the fastest lap. Right now he's got a 128.3. That's currently the fastest lap for now. Not really anybody's not too much of in a position to attack. The only closest battle we got right now is still just Lunacy and BK as we're on lap 15 of 27. 13 more laps left into the race. Oh, gee whiz, clipping way too much of the first turn there, Lunacy. That first corner can be quite tricky. Really unsettles the car. I can tell you that from experience, not just from GT cars, but also from Formula 1. They also tend to get unsettled in F1 games if you go over the curb. Thankfully, they're in 23. At least the curb in that game is a little bit more flattened. So it's easier to go through that corner. Lunacy in a position to attack? Not quite. Not close enough. Oh dear, but he runs wide. Loses the back end there at the exit of turn 4. They're still not pitting. They're still out there, not boxing just yet. There's Staff Turbo. He's about to get lapped by his teammates. So he's one of the few drivers that has gone lapped in this race. Unfortunate there for the Porsche driver, but I guess the bright side for him is that he'll be in pole position for the sprint race, as it is reverse grid for that. Alright, let us see. What does he do here? Does he line up and move on BK here? I kind of been saying that over and over again. Just trying to see if anything happens here. Alright, he's still in the slipstream of the Supra, heading up to 3. Up and over the crest. Up the crest, I should say. Yeah, of course, not on this occasion, not close enough to attack the Toyota. I think really for lunacy's sake, I think the only way he'll try to get by BK is if he just makes a mistake, either by losing the back end, he gets a good run, Lucy that is, gets a good run, or BK just gets a penalty. Which is possible. We have seen that quite a bit in this race. More particular Jack. He has had the most penalties I think I've seen from anybody on this grid so far in this race. Meanwhile though, Stingray is closing in on Ben Sticks. He is one of the few drivers that hasn't pitted yet, as you can also tell. He is also low on fuel, so he'll have to go in as well very shortly and get into the pits. Oh dear me, Stingray bumps him, and now he goes into pit lane. That was quite awkward. But he's in the pits. He'll get onto a new set of tires, so medium tires more specifically. Lunacy peeking, just letting BK know he's there in his rearview mirror. Still not close though on this occasion to attack him. As now Red One now finally pits. After being out there for so long. It's finally the pits. He'll go on the medium tire, which will carry him to the end of the race from here. Prezzo also follows suit and does lane. Blocky will stay out for another lap. How about Jack? Does he fall? Yeah, he'll come in. So yeah, everyone's pretty much on fumes at this point. Not a total surprise. Roscoe I'm still occupying 7th, but he has yet to stop. Still same story with BK and Lucy. Not really has changed. As now everyone gets out of the pits, onto the mediums. He'll come out 3rd, right behind Tim, who is a long way behind. No, in front of him, I should say. So Red One's got a lot of clear air. Doesn't really need to do much. He'll just mind his own business from here. Prezzo's now onto the mediums as well. He comes out in 4th. Lane also coming out as well. There's Roscoe Arm in 6th. He'll be just behind him. As now Jack finally pits, gets out. He's onto a set of soft tires. Oh no, sorry, medium tires. I forgot he started on the soft. Silly me. He is now behind Lunacy, far behind, in 10th place. And Lunacy, ooh, dear me, not close enough. I thought he was actually closer than I anticipated. And there's not really been any sort of indication for any sort of rain coming afoot, because I haven't seen anything ominous. So yeah, it doesn't seem like anything will happen for the weather-wise. It's just going to be dry for the entirety of the race. Now the two Porsches finally pits. On go the mediums and a bit more fuel. Red One now retakes the lead of the race. I think Roscoe's now peeling in as well, so he is now finally in the pits. Let's see, where does Blocky come out? He will come out in 3rd, just ahead of Lane, actually. So Blocky now ahead of Lane Everingham, and Stingray 5th. BK now up to 6th and Lunacy up to 7th. And Tim comes out a little bit behind the pair of Lunacy and BK. He's down to 8th place. And Jack, what do you know, has got another penalty. Another half-second penalty. Yeah, someone give him an award for that. Yeah. Other than that, it seems like most of the field is somewhat spread out. Still got BK and Lucy battling. What about further back? Well, it looks like everyone's all spread out. And there go. Ooh, dearie me. That is Ben Sticks. He needs to get out of the way. He's being lapped. There you go. Bit of an awkward way of doing it, but still got out of the way nonetheless. Of Red 1. Right, so Jack now going to service penalty yet again. Yeah, it seems like everyone's just all spread out, at least for now. Yeah, so for the sprint race, we will have 20 laps. It'll be a 5-lap tire minimum requirements for that sort of race. And like I said too, is that for this, since it is post-commentary, I'll be doing a 2 parts for this. So this is obviously part 1, being this feature, then they'll start a new stream and that'll be the sprint. So just keep your eyes out for that. Any more laps to go into the race. Lunacy, right now hovering behind BK still, about, I think that's about 8.5 tenths. Maybe. Hasn't really closed up on much on this occasion. He was all over his rear bumper for a while, but yeah, not for a while. He's just a little further back. But yeah, FP Racing, they are doing quite well. Red 1 looking like he'll win his 2nd feature race. Frezzo will probably most likely be on the podium from what it's looking like. And if Blocky can hang on for a little while, it looks like he might get a podium here in the feature race. Looking very well in that Porsche. But I feel like the battle for this won't be over just quite yet. Yeah, because I would say roughly the gap right now is maybe about 1.2, 1.3 seconds. Maybe just a tad more. Stingray is looking like he'll be locked in for 5th, I think. BK just hasn't really been able to... Oh, that's a bit of a tail slapper there from BK. Never mind that, that gap might have grown a little bit there between BK and Stingray. That's giving Lucy a little bit of a closer look at him, but no, obviously not close enough to do anything. Tim still hanging on in 8th. He might be locked in for that, I think. Jack right now in 9th. Jammo has just been having a quiet race in 10th, but not a bad result for him. Top 10 is still a good result nonetheless. As Bottas now got himself a penalty there for track limits. Half a second to be exact. And Staff Turbo is going to be lapped here by Red 1. So he'll have to get out of the way, of course. Doesn't seem like he's getting out of the way. I don't know why he's not slowing down. Now he gets passed by Red 1. Didn't look like he was slowing down or something. Yeah, hopefully the sprint will bring a little bit more action for like this. A little bit more action. We did have a bit of action for the first half of the race, and then after the pit stops, kind of everything just seemed like we all know where we stand right now. Oh, Lucy's got a penalty. That's gonna be game over, I believe, for him. Not gonna be challenging BK anymore. We'll have to serve that half-second time penalty. in the penalty zone. And it seems like to me, I think Stingray's gotten closer to Lane from what it looks like. We'll keep your eyes on 4th. Stingray now just occupying 5th. Yeah, compared to Lane on the last lap, he actually was about nearly a second quicker than Lane was. Lane last lap did a 29.9. And Stingray did a 28.7. We'll see what he does on this lap. Lane as he crosses the start-finish line. It looks like he'll be in the 29s. 29.9 for him. And a 28.8. I think that's what it was. No, it says 28.6. If I can read from that. Anyway, he's about nearly over a second quicker than Lane, so it looks like Lane could be in a bit of trouble from what it looks like. Because Stingray seems like he is catching. He's definitely pulled a gap now to BK. Doesn't really have to worry much about him. Lucy's already served his penalty, so I don't think really BK has to worry too much. Just has to make sure he doesn't make any sort of mistakes. Oh, there we go. Now it's just highlighted as his personal best, 28.6. Yeah, it said like 28.7 was his personal best, even though I know that wasn't the case. That's why I get a bit confused. And if he could get past Lane, can he get past Blocky? Will he have enough laps to get past Blocky? Yeah, Blocky's lapping about the same times as Lane. But yeah, that Mercedes is definitely looking like he's on a mission. Alright, around turn 10. We'll go into lap 24, 27. 4 more laps left into the race. Blue flag's being waved for back markers. There did a 29.1 on that last lap. And here he is, right into the slipstream of Lane Everingham. Lane trying to cover the inside into turn 3. Oh, dearie me, that looked a little bit... Oh, my goodness. I think that looked late braking there, I think, from Lane, from what it looked like in that camera angle. Trying to cover the inside. That looked kind of late, if I'm totally honest. Here we go into turn 4. Lane has the inside line. Stingray, though, has the outside. He just breezes past. Oh, but not yet. Oh, there's a contact. Stingray goes off the gravel trap. He spins round. Oh dear, oh dear. Spins round to the exit of turn 4. A little bit of contact between him and Lane, from what it looked like to me. And yeah, as a result, Stingray got the worst of it. Yeah, Stingray was on a charge, and unfortunately, instead of finishing in 4th, which kind of looked like it was going to be pretty much what the case would be, yeah, that incident, yeah, pretty much cost him. Alright, well, we've got a couple more laps to go, 3 more laps into this race. Everyone's still occupying the lead. Doesn't really have to worry about much. Well, he's got a penalty, but let's be real though. Obviously, he doesn't have to worry about much of anything. But it seems like the battle for 4th is not over just yet, because now BK's closing in on Lane Everingham. Yeah, let's see. Compared to some laps, BK obviously gained a couple seconds, but that's obviously because Lane had that little incident with Stingray at turn 4. You did look fast, Stingray. Well, you were on a charge, like I said. You were catching it, just unfortunately just got into the gravel trap. Alright, well, 2 more laps left into the race. 4th place still looking like it's on for sure. And it's going to be between BK and Lane. Lane's going to have to make that Subaru as wide as he possibly can. Well, it doesn't look like that'll be the case, because, yeah, the straight line speed of that Supra, yeah, looks no contest. Oh, that's close. Lane goes off the track. BK now goes through. BK's up to 4th now, but does Lane try to fight back into turn 3? He's not quite close, not on this occasion. The 2 Subarus stay behind. Oh, there's a bit of tank slappers there from the 3 cars that look like. Hey, up to turn 4 we go. Lucy's in the slipstream of his teammate. Don't think they want to fight here, just don't fight each other at least. Their only goal right now is to try to catch BK, if they can. Well, that doesn't look like that'll happen now. As Lane tries to cover the inside against his teammate. Lunacy though has the outside there to turn 6. Well, yep, and there you go. Both the Subarus have swapped places. So now Lunacy will try to fight off BK for the 4th place spot. And it looks like we're now onto the final lap. Rib 1, yeah, I know he's not had much camera time like I've mentioned, because he's just been pretty much in the class of his own here in this race. The most typical Red 1 race we have seen since he has joined full-time in Project 1. BK trying to hold off Lunacy. Lunacy will have the slipstream though, heading up towards turn 3. It's one of the more primary overtaking spots. Can he get close enough? Doesn't look like he will be on this occasion. Yeah, no. Doesn't close up enough. Oh, but Lunacy runs wide at the exit of turn 3. I think that could be game over there unless BK makes a mistake at turn 4. But yeah, it looks like it's game over. Into turn 4 we go. Yeah, BK just holds the position, gets through the corner nicely. But meanwhile, out in front, it's been pretty much a dominant drive yet again by Red 1 from pole, and has led every lap of the race. He'll come around the final turn now, flashes the headlights twice, make that 3 times, crosses the line, he'll win the feature race here at Austria. And Prezzo will make it 2nd place for him. It'll be an FP Racing 1-2. A very good result there for the GTRs. And Blocky will get his first podium of the season, finishing in 3rd and flashing the headlights as well. Lunacy and BK to the line. BK holds on to 4th ahead of Lunacy by just about less than a car length. Stingray will finish in 6th place actually. Got ahead of Lane. Actually on that final lap. There's Ben 6 finishing in 14th, Tim in 8th, and Jack will finish in 9th. Gemma will finish in 10th. Quiet 10th place like I've mentioned, but still respectful nonetheless. 10th place for Gemma. Vauda meanwhile trying to occupy 11th ahead of Roscoe, and I think that's pretty much what will be the case. Roscoe goes very wide out of turn 9. Vauda crosses the line, finishes 11th, and Roscoe will finish in 12th. And Saf Turbo and Ben Sticks finish it all off. Alright, well that was the sprints. So, I will close up the stream right now, and just in a few moments we'll be back for the sprint race, so stay tuned.